हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल सुजाता's ट्यूशन। और आज हम मैप से पढ़ने वाले हैं इंडिया का फिजिकल डिवीज़न। तो सबसे पहला फिजिकल डिवीज़न है हिमालयन माउंटेन। सो दीज आर दी हिमालयन माउंटेन रेंज ऑन द नॉर्दर्न साइड ऑफ इंडिया एंड दीज आर रनिंग फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ ईस्ट, again towards east and again towards south. So this is the vast expanse of Himalayan mountain range. अब इनमें जो सबसे नॉर्थ वाली जो हिमालयन माउंटेन रेंज है उसे हम कहते हैं ग्रेट हिमालय और हिमाद्री। उसके बिलो जो माउंटेन रेंज है उसे हम कहते हैं मिडल हिमालय और हिमाचल। These Himachal mountain range are famous for hill station, and these northernmost Himadri mountain ranges are famous for its highest mountain peaks. Then सबसे लास्ट साउदर्नमोस्ट में जो हिमालयन माउंटेन रेंज है उसे हम कहते हैं शिवालिक माउंटेन रेंज। These Himalayas are also important because it is the source of many rivers such as Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, सतलज, गंगा, यमुना, ब्रह्मपुत्रा एक्सेट्रा। अब हम लेते हैं इंडिया का सेकेंड फिजिकल डिवीजन, दैट इज नॉर्दर्न इंडियन प्लेन। दिस ग्रीन पैच you can see in this map is the part of northern Indian plains, and these plains are formed due to the alluvial deposit which is brought by the rivers which are flowing from the Himalayan mountain and bringing with them lots of debris such as soil, sand, silt, etc. And this northern Indian plain lies to the south of Himalayas, and these are very fertile and useful for the cultivation of different crops. इसके बाद लेते हैं हम थर्ड फिजिकल डिवीजन, दैट इज ग्रेट इंडियन डेजर्ट। दिस इज ऑन द वेस्टर्न साइड ऑफ इंडिया। नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न साइड ऑफ इंडिया इज द स्ट्रेच ऑफ ग्रेट इंडियन डेजर्ट, and this desert is very dry, hot and sandy, so there is a very little vegetation here. Hence this region is also scarcely populated, and rainfall is also very less in this particular region. तो हमने देखा फर्स्ट फिजिकल डिवीजन इज द हिमालयन माउंटेन, सेकेंड फिजिकल डिवीजन इज द नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स, थर्ड फिजिकल डिवीजन इज द ग्रेट इंडियन डेजर्ट। अब हम देखते हैं हमारा फोर्थ फिजिकल डिवीजन, दैट इज पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू। दिस ब्राउन पैच यू कैन सी इन दिस मैप इज नथिंग बट द पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू। This plateau is triangular in shape and have very uneven relief. It also consists of numerous hill ranges. Very important is Vindhya range, Satpura range, and these two ranges through which Narmada river and Tapi river flows, and these river flows towards the western direction and they drain into Arabian Sea. जिस तरह ये नॉर्दर्न हिमालयज़ में जो रिवर्स ओरिजिन होती है उसी तरह डेक्कन प्लेटू में भी कुछ रिवर्स ओरिजिनेट होती है। जैसे सह्याद्रीज में कौन कौन सी रिवर है? गोदावरी, कृष्णा, कावेरी। दीज आर द रिवर्स विच ओरिजिनेट इन द वेस्टर्न घाट्स, एंड दिस इज द ईस्टर्न साइड ऑफ पेनिनसुला विच इज कॉल्ड ईस्टर्न घाट. And this plateau is called as Deccan Plateau, which is flanked on both sides by Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats. This Western Ghat mountain range is continuous mountain range, but Eastern Ghat mountain range is somewhat discontinuous mountain range. Why? Because it is dissected by many east flowing rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, etc. These east flowing rivers are also very important because they forms very fertile delta at their mouth. Here also these Ganga and Brahmaputra meet and form largest delta of the world, and the name of that delta is Sundarban Delta, which is a home of many different organisms. तो हमने कौन कौन से फिजिकल डिवीजन देखे? वेरी फर्स्ट इज हिमालयन माउंटेन, देन सेकेंड वन इज नॉर्दर्न प्लेन, थर्ड वन इज ग्रेट इंडियन डेजर्ट, फोर्थ वन इज पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू. अब हम देखते हैं फिफ्थ फिजिकल डिवीजन, दैट इज कोस्टल प्लेन. व्हाट आर कोस्टल प्लेन? The area which is bound by coast and the western Ghat on western side, and here eastern Ghat and the coast of eastern side. This plain area, that is this green patch, is called as coastal plain. On western side, these coastal plains are very narrow, but on eastern side, these are much broader. Why? Because the passage of rivers which are originate in this western Ghat and flow on the western side is very little, and so they brought very little debris with them, and there is no much deposition or no any delta formation, so this coast is very narrow. But on other hand, on the eastern side of these rivers, there is a large deposit which is brought by these rivers because they have a long route, and hence the plains formed by these rivers is also broader as compared to western side of coast. Hence, these western Ghats, which are western boundaries of plateau, and eastern Ghats, which are eastern boundary of this plateau, are also very important for these physical formations in this particular region. Then next physical division of our India is Iceland, which are two group of Iceland which are there in Indian map. The very first one is Andaman and Nicobar Island, which are in Bay of Bengal, and second Island group is Lakshadweep Island, which are in Arabian Sea. These islands are also called as coral island because they are formed by the corals, which are the skeleton of tiny marine animals. So हमने इस मैप में देखा फर्स्ट फिजिकल डिवीजन माउंटेन्स, हिमालयन माउंटेन फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू northeast and then towards south, this vast stretch of mountains. Second physical division, these northern plains which are formed by the rivers which are flowing from Himalayan mountain towards the Bay of Bengal. The third physical division is Great Indian Desert, which is very hot and dry desert in India. Then the fourth one is the plateau region, peninsular plateau region, which is also very rich in the mineral deposits and have many mountain range or hill ranges, and also it is a source of many rivers which are flowing, some on western direction, some on eastern direction. Then there are western Ghat and eastern Ghat. Along with there are coastal plains on western side and eastern side of India. There is also island group such as Andaman and Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Island in Arabian Sea. So this is all about the physical division of India. Thank you.